Colorado.
Chicago Basin.
Let's go! All right. What's up? What's happening, y'all? BC here, and we are in the basement. This is the night before our trip to the Chicago Basin in Colorado, Durango. I'm super excited. If you can't tell, I'm so excited. I've been talking about this since 2021, y'all. So that's what, 2021, 2022, for 4 years, bro. We've been on this shit since we left the trail, the Appalachian Trail in 2021. So that's how long we've been talking about this trip. And you guys are finally going. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. So anyway, right now we got everything we're gonna be taking with us laid out here. We're gonna go over our gear really quick. I'm gonna make this a quick and sweet video. I'm gonna go through and punchline, boom, 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 really quick. Now, I'm not gonna really explain weights or anything like that. I will tell you right now, this is about a 35-pound base weight with everything I got. The biggest items is gonna be my tent, which is the Mountain Hardware Outpost 2-person. This is a 30 square foot tent, 30 square feet, dog. This is a huge 2-person tent, and I am so happy to take this on the trail. Yes, but it costs. It cost me a lot in weight. This is about 5 pounds. This is almost 5 pounds, dog, for real. So, but it's a great tent, and I cannot wait to show you guys this on the trail and get a lot of footage on it and live in that for like 3 days. Yes, sir. We're gonna be in the Chicago Basin for 3 whole nights, y'all. It's gonna be crazy. All right, that's what we got for our tent. Our Osprey Rook 65 is what our pack is gonna be. This is the pack we're taking. I have a Hyperlight Southwest 65, and it just does not carry weight very well. This Osprey Rook 65 is one of the best packs I've ever had. Osprey packs are freaking awesome, man. They have this amazing airspeed back or carrying, what do you call this? This amazing airspeed system right here. The ventilation is superb. You know what I'm saying? I mean, do you see all this space in between here? Dog. It's like 2 inches between your back and the air. There's 2 inches of air between, you know what I'm saying, your back, where this is gonna lay against, and the back of the pack. So, and also it has an adjustable torso. That's some of the stuff I love about this pack. There is one downside, I will tell y'all right now. The front does not have a mesh pocket. I really wish it has a mesh pocket up here. That would be awesome. But it makes up for that, or in the brain or the head of the pack. This is the only thing I really don't like about the pack. I'm not gonna lie. But other than the brain and the mesh on the front, freaking love this thing right here. So it's gonna be interesting. Hopefully it makes it in my checked luggage. So it should be fine. I shouldn't have a problem with that. So, all right, that's the big 1, big 2. And to round out my sleep system, well, my big 3 or big 4, whatever you want to call it, we are going with our Jacks Are Better Big Meadows 20-degree sleeping bag in a Cedar Summit. I think this is a 10-liter stuff sack, waterproof. So this is a great thing. This is the exact quilt combination that I used on the AT in 2021 and 2022. So it has performed well in cold weather situations. For my sleeping pad, or actually before we get to the sleeping pad, we're gonna talk about my Cedar Summit Reactor or sleeping bag liner. This, I have the extreme version and the regular. So the best thing about this is that it's gonna add about 10 degrees of warmth to your sleep system. So if you have a 20-degree sleeping bag like I do, or quilt like I have, if you wrap yourself in this and then, wrap yourself in this and then put yourself in this will add about 8 to 10 degrees of warmth. So this will take your sleep system down from 20 degrees to single digits. And I can tell you that that is for a fact what happens. You know what I'm saying? That is true. I've tested it out. With that, we're going to be taking the Nemo Tensor Insulated. These three things right here will get me into single digits or 15 degrees. 15 degrees is the max that I am willing to sleep in this system. If you add this green mat that you see laid out here that I have all my gear on, this is a Northeast closed cell foam mat. So we're gonna take this also. With this and all of this, I can easily get into freezing temperatures. I mean, I can survive. You're never gonna be comfortable in single digits. Single digits is just not comfortable, bro. It's just not. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. But anyway, we got that. And I told y'all I was going to get my new hiking-ter. Got me a hiking-ter pillow. So this is awesome right here. Got the hiking-ter pillow. Next, let's talk about our clothing system. So, because I'm not wearing none of this. I just got off work, and I've been literally working the last, I don't know, week, 10 days or so, because I was on call, crazy shit, but that's neither here nor there. I was actually gonna change shirts for this video. As a matter of fact, hold on, man. Hold on. Let me change shirts. All right. So yeah, what y'all think? The mountains are calling, and I must go. This is the shirt I put on when it's time to go to the mountains. You know what I'm saying? All right, where were we at? We was talking about clothes. So we got our sleep system out the way. We're gonna start with my Patagonia down jacket. That's what this is. This is the real down. We have a beanie, which is a Carhartt beanie. I got this at Shields the other day. This is gonna be super awesome, only because it's hunting season. And when I called and set up when I set up the train ride, the lady was like, one lady was like, "Oh, nobody goes up there this time of season, only hunters." And I'm like, "Oh shit, well, I should probably get some orange." You know what I'm saying? All right, so boom, we got that. For hiking socks, we have some Darn Tough socks. We're gonna be taking 2 pair of Darn Toughs and a pair of Injinji socks and a pair of waterproof socks. I don't mind overpacking on socks. As you'll see, that's pretty much the only thing I'm overpacking when it comes to clothing. To continue on the sock theme, we have our trusty dusty sleep socks, which are these are some polyester woolish kind of socks. They got this little fuzzy material in here. They help keep your feet super warm. I've had these for a few years, and when I go winter camping, these are definite pluses. I'm not taking I have a pair of down booties. Hey, what's up, Charlie? What you doing? Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Can I finish? No, don't. Come on this way. Come this way. Up, around. Come this way. This way. Right here. Come on. Keep going. Right here. No. You want to say hi? Look. Say hi. Here, look. You're not in trouble, boy. Okay. Oh, boy, come on, man. Oh. I know. Hi. Okay, now look out. You gotta go. I'm recording. You wanna go out? You don't wanna go outside, it's raining. All right. Where were we? Oh, clothes. We're gonna continue on with this clothes and stuff. We got socks. We got a rain jacket that we got from Sierra. This is a cool little rain jacket. Y'all wanna see it real quick? It's a packable. Bam. Woo! Hey. You don't even know. You You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Now it is a story behind that ringtone. One day I might tell it to y'all. But anyway, yeah, this is my rain jacket. Dog, this is super cool. It has breathable back too. So it has holes back here for your vents. It has vents on the back of the jacket. So I'm gonna roll that back up in a second. And then once I finish showing y'all all of this stuff and going over it, I'm gonna pack it up into this bag right here. Just to boom. This is a bag that I bought at Burlington Coat Factory because I like to save money. You know what I'm saying? When you can. So discount stores when you can. But anyway, all of that is gonna be checked into there. Usually when I go on these type of trips, I like to go to the thrift store and buy something for like 10 or 15 bucks. Because most of the time, if I go on like a long hike or something, anytime I've been on the AT, I've basically just bought something to throw away, and then I'll, you know what I'm saying, buy something on the way back. Because I'm traveling 200 miles or 100 miles usually when I go on like a long trip. But in this case, we're just going up. I don't know. I think it's not going to be that long of as mileage, but it's still going to be an incredibly tough trip. But I'm coming back to the same spot, and I'll need a bag, and we'll have a car and all of this good stuff. So, boom, there we go. That's what that is. Anyway, let's get back to this clothes stuff. All right, for my hiking shirt, we're definitely going with my Patagonia Daily Cool. This thing has been with me for years. This is probably one of my favorite shirts. It used to be one of my favorite daily shirts, dog. I can wear this all the time. Underwear, we're just gonna go with some regular Puma sport shorts. For hiking pants, we have our cool pants that we got at REI on super discount. I think these like 100 and some odd bucks, but we paid like 40 bucks for it, dog. That shit was dope right there. Hold on 1 second, I gotta let Charlie in. There we go. All right, so continuing on to the clothing. For at camp, we have a set of 32 degree base layers. Now, I've had these for a long time, and they feel super great on your skin. I'm going with the 32 degrees instead of my wool because it's not going to be that cold. If it was going to be super, super cold, I would go with my wool base layers because they are a little bit thicker, or a lot bit thicker. These are a lot light. These are a lot lighter. You know what I'm saying? So there we go. We got that. To round that out, we have some shorts. What are these? I don't know. They're just some regular shorts that I got, some sports shorts. They probably Adidas or some Under Armour or something like that. And then we got a baklava right here, obviously, just in case, especially for when we hit the top of the mountain. We need that baklava. And I got this buff too. Last, we got some gloves. We're gonna be hiking with these. Some Sierra's gloves I got from REI. And that's just this is a headband for my camera. So you guys can get a bird's eye view. But to round out my clothing, we're going with the Cotopaxi mid layer. Just because I bought this at Sierra as well. If y'all haven't noticed, Sierra is my new favorite outdoor store. I love getting my food from there. That we'll talk about that later. Great discount on food and great discount on clothes. Not so much gear. You got to be careful. But anyway, boom, boom. We talked about that. Let's talk about our electronics. This cord, which unfortunately has to go, will power my Garmin inReach. I might not need it, but I'm taking it anyway just in case I need it. But the Garmin inReach Explorer Plus, this thing is like 4 years old and the battery is not the best on it. So, but I'm still taking it because of the satellite communication abilities and the extra map on it. Having that is a godsend. Extra battery for my DJI camera, extra batteries for my headlamp here, which is just a regular headlamp. I got a 3-pack of these at Costco for like $20. You know what I'm saying? You can't beat that. A couple of chargers for headlamp, phone, all that good stuff. I got some new headphones. We'll probably do a separate video on those. I mean, they're not a sponsored product or anything like that, but I got some Shook headphones that I'm probably gonna take. But anyway, they're not pictured here right now, but the cord is. So with that, we have 2 charger. Ooh, shucks. 2 charger banks. One 20 milliamp, one 10. That's for our electronics. All right. Now, if we move away from electronics, we got our stove or cook system. We're going with the 550 milliliter Totes titanium pot. This little stove stand, I might just leave. I'm not sure yet. If it fits, I'll probably end up taking it. But anyway, that goes with our Jetboil Mighty Mo. This is one of my favorite little stoves. It's a little heavier than the BRS, but I think it performs better if you ask me. Shit. Shucks. I think it performs better if you ask me. So that's my stove system. I am taking fire starters just in case I want to start a fire. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully there's no fire bans and all that good stuff. But if we do have to start a fire, we have a pocket billow. This thing is great right here. And we have some Bigfoot bushcraft. Make sure you look in the link to grab look in the description to grab the link to Bigfoot bushcraft. Buy these fire plugs. These things are awesome right here. And just in case we want to get crazy with it, we got a bunch of char cloth in here. Y'all know how to use char cloth? We might do a video on that when we out in the woods. But yeah, boom, char cloth right there. I'm gonna have to get a striker if I need char cloth. I think I got something. Boom. All right, so that's all that is. Next, we're gonna moving right along to like our our hygiene and like bug spray, all that good stuff, safety equipment. We're gonna have a Cedar Summit dry light towel. This is it's a small, so it's a small, but it's still pretty big for a towel. We're gonna go with the Dr. Bronner's soap. Kind of need this to wash our hands, you know what I'm saying, face and some other areas when needed. Apparel, obviously hand sanitizer. Y'all know what that is. Yeah, we're taking the insect repellent. We're taking the Sawyer Picard lotion. We're gonna take that. We also got some hand lotion, just regular lotion. So if my skin get dry up there, you know what I'm saying, on the top of the mountains when it's cold, boom, boom. There you go. All this is like our first aid kit, toothpaste, tooth kit, all that good stuff. Some other stuff, gauze, just in case somebody cut themselves, you know what I'm saying, something like that. Speaking of cut, I am going to go ahead and upgrade my knife. I don't know where it's at right now, but I might take the small one and a slightly bigger one. It's not pictured here, but we're going to have a knife somewhere. All right, next we got our sunglasses. These are just some sunglasses I bought at Costco. And a case for our regular glasses, which I don't have on my face right now. I'll probably end up taking those. And last thing in this pile is just some paracord, because you obviously need paracord when you go in the woods for, you know what I'm saying, paracord stuff. You know what I'm saying? All right, next up we got our helmet. This is the Black Diamond Captain helmet. It has a full covering of the back of your head right there. So if you fall back, you got protection. If you fall forward, you got a little protection. If a rock falls from up top, you got protection. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need this when you go rock climbing or mountaineering and there's loose rocks. You need this because you might fall. You don't want to hit your head on the rock, dog. You don't want to hit your head on the rock. I promise that. I know that's right. All right. So with that, you don't want to slip on ice either. So we got some yak tracks right here. These are the diamond yak tracks. I like these because they have this like diamond, whatever you want to call this here, this diamond thing right here. And it helped to adhere to ice. You know what I'm saying? I bought these the first year in 2021. I took these on the trip, never needed them. In 2023, Aaliyah slipped and we were in the Smokies and we really, really needed these. And so if I'm ever back like up high in what would be considered winter conditions, I will never ever go back without yak tracks. You know what I'm saying? And that's a fact. Boom. Along with that, because we won't need those until we hit hiking up the mountain. We won't need this until we're hiking up the mountain. Along with that, those are gonna live here in our avalanche day pack. We're gonna take all of their stuff, all of the day stuff that we would need for a regular hike, our safety gear, blah, blah, blah. Probably the soap, a battery pack or two, you know what I'm saying? Probably a light, navigation equipment. All of that is gonna live in here when we go hike up during the day. Boom. That's that. Lastly, we got our Sawyer water filter. This is what we're gonna use to get our water. And we have the CNOC 2-liter Vector bag. This is a great combination. I'm not gonna lie. The CNOC bag alone is great. Adding the Sawyer to it is just awesome. Yes, this is a great combination right there. Boom. All right. One thing I love and hate, my gosh darn bear canister. I got the Bear Vault 475. This fits about 4 to 5 days worth of food. I have 4 days worth of food in here, probably 4.5, to be honest. If you've been around the channel for a while, you know, man, when I go out, I'm definitely taking extra food. Extra food. I'm scared of being hungry. You know what I'm saying? I might not even eat the food, but I got it if I get extra hungry. And when you extra hungry, you're gonna eat. We could do a separate video on all the gear, all the food that I'm taking. As you see in this right here, it's laid out on my kitchen table. That's a lot. And we don't got time. We might do that when we out in Colorado, you know what I'm saying? But yes, sir. That's it. Oh, almost forgot. Last but not least, what up, Froggy? Say what's up. All right, last but not least, we got our trekking poles. We got the Ascend Acadia. They're pretty cool. They're really heavy. I don't like them being so heavy, but I've had these for like 3 years now. They feel great. They're aluminum. They're really sturdy. They're really strong, and they have lasted so far. Except that's a lie. I had to replace, what was it? This tip. Yeah, excuse me. Thank you. Had to replace this tip already. Last winter, I went on a prep hike for the AT, broke my tip. So, boom. And last but not least, the chair. This thing right here. This is it could actually, you know what? I'm lying. It used to be a controversial item. I don't think a chair is a controversial item anymore, unless you're like ultra light. You know what I'm saying? Sub 5 pounds or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Something crazy. You hiking because, I don't know. If you sub 5 pounds on anything, you hiking just because that's a day hike, bro. Going somewhere. Stop trying to call that backpacking. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we got this chair, and yes, it's one of my favorite camp gears, favorite pieces of camp luxury. No matter what kind of camp out I'm on, you definitely need a chair. So, all right, y'all, that's it. And then we're going to pack all of this up and throw it in that bag, like I said. And the next time y'all hear from me, it will be in Colorado. Y'all excited? Yes, sir. You got to be excited, man. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be super crazy, man. I was just talking to Zach, Mr. Uncut, the other day. Talked to him a little bit today too. He's super excited. Yeah, man. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be an epic trip. It's gonna be one of the best trips we've ever had on this channel, my channel and his channel. I promise you guys. So make sure y'all hit the like button and subscribe if you aren't subscribed. If you're watching this video right now, if you're seeing me, I know you already subscribed, so I'm preaching to the choir. I already know. But make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And if you subscribe, you might not have that bell notification on. Make sure you turn on the bell. And they know if you turn on the bell, then you'll get notified of this epic journey that we're about to go on. If you don't turn on the bell, you might not get notified. You don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss this. I promise you, bro. You don't want to miss this. I brought a helmet. I'm going hiking with a helmet, bro. You don't want to miss that. You know what I'm saying? All right. But anyway, man, I gotta get this shit all packed up into my bag and get ready to hit the road. So I'll let y'all in Colorado. Peace.